Hello guys, and welcome to another 2020 catalogue review, this time of the brand new Standard Fireworks brochure. Standard have been trading since 1891 and as you'll see are still producing exciting looking fireworks. So kicking things off, we begin with Standard selection boxes, and as these are very cheap to buy, I presume that they are amongst the company's best selling items. Cosmic is their smallest box with a piece count of 15 items, and it's almost identical to their Sunfire and Lucky Star boxes from previous years, only it now lacks a Catherine wheel and instead has the inclusion of a new fountain called Blaster. A lot of these pieces are category 1 and therefore the box is ideal for those with very small firing areas. The family box has a piece count of 16 and most notably now has the inclusion of both rockets and an 8-shot cake. The Sky Party box also has 16 pieces but boasts a wider variation of firework types with 8 fountains, 2 Roman candles, 1 shot tube, 2 barrages, 2 rockets, and it's also the first box to feature a mine. Nightfall is almost identical to the Conjurer and Affinity boxes from previous years, but like the Cosmic box, now lacks a wheel and instead we see it replaced with this Spinkle boxed fountain. Its 3 cakes, shot tube and mine are very impressive for a box of this size and give surprisingly punchy effects. Finally, at the bottom of the page is the largest selection box with Ultimate, and I've also seen this same box carrying the silver name. This has everything needed for a varied garden display and even has 2 packets of giant moonlight sparklers thrown in for good measure. I have both an unboxing and a firing video of this on my channel, and although its candles were underwhelming, it otherwise performed very well and I thought that its cakes were particularly good. It has an NEC count of 952.5 grams and its fountain mine combinations were very exciting and also nicely varied. Turning the page, we see a mix of smaller rockets and shot tubes, and these items are the kind seen in numerous supermarkets for the bonfire night period. These glitter pop rockets are similar to the now discontinued Sky Charm rockets, and they read 4 multi-effect rockets including white glitter and crackle, red star and white glitter, and lemon star and white glitter. This Crackle Blitz packet of 4 shot tubes will provide large sky-filling bursts thanks to their 30mm bores and offer good value for money. These Jester rockets are 1.3G and those that have fired them will tell you that they are fairly loud. We can see here that they have a high noise level of 111 to 120 decibels, and for their small size they really have some oomph. These have 16 grams of powder in each rocket, and as they give mixed effects and decent burst sizes, must be flash heavy. These flash bolt rockets are very inexpensive to buy, give bouquet type breaks and are ideal for those who don't want loud bangs. Finally below are the blast off shot tubes, and these share the same artwork style. These again boast a 30mm tube diameter and the effects reach heights of 20 meters. We see the first Roman candles here, and these magic star candles each give 5 shots via a 25mm bore. These have a nice pace, good rhythm and read 4 awesome multi-effect Roman candles. Effects include silver palm with red glitter, purple palm with green glitter, giant silver chrysanthemum and white glitter tail rising to white glitter. At the bottom of the page are 24 aerial salute rockets, and as these are both 1.4G and fairly quiet, they are ideal for smaller low noise displays. On the opposite page are these Maverick rockets, and being 1.3G, these are now much more impressive in performance. These are a well-established golden oldie which give loud breaks, and the bursts are varied and decent in size. We see a whole host of various fountains over this double spread, the first of which are these traffic cones which were new last year. These are truly impressive for their size, and as their name suggests, give green, amber and red colours. They burn for 25 seconds and the height they reach is staggering. They can be bought for just a few pounds and must be seen to be believed. Sizzling is a standard 100-shot missile battery, and at the bottom of the page is the infamous peacock fountain. Again, this can be purchased at very little expense, and as it burns it gives a fan spread of effects. It gives silver rain, gold chrysanthemums and lasts 1 minute in duration. This Ghost fountain is a piece I haven't came across until now, and it reads: a pretty fountain firework with a range of effects and colours such as blue flower, gold palms, red with silver primrose and orange sparkles. This Spectrum fountain has an NEC count of 118 grams and is a beautiful jumping jelly bean type affair. This effect is my favourite amongst these smaller fountains, and therefore it's a firework I can highly recommend. Page 13 sees a Diwali collection, and Festival of Lights is the brochure's first cake. It lasts 24 seconds in duration and reads: get into the festival spirit with this bright and colourful 13-shot cake featuring a mix of red, green and yellow comet tails, leading to stunning red, green and yellow palm bursts with crackle effects. Lakshmi Lantern is an attractive 12-shot barrage, giving red, blue, green and purple bursts with unusual crackling stars. It has an inbuilt finale, and 3 shots provide overlapping crackling clusters. This Diwali selection box is a fantastic assortment, giving a wide range of firework types, and its 5 cakes are good performers. This is standard's bronze selection box, only with a different lid design, and it provides everything you could want for a smaller family display. Paparazzi is a novelty fountain with a net explosive content of 121.06 grams. It gives a multitude of different effects, various different colours, and ends with a flashing strobe within its lens. Unbelievably, glittering fire lasts for 3 full minutes and cycles through 15 different effects. It has 202 grams of explosive powder and must be one of the best value fountains available. These Gold Rush mines are an item I own, and combined they have a powder weight of 121 grams. They both start with an ear-piercing whistle, and huge effects then erupt from the 55mm tube to really light the night sky. My favourite of the 2 gives a green glitter mine and 3 overlapping brocade kings. Page 15 sees various small cakes. Bonfire Bash reads: have yourself a bonfire bash at home with this impressive 16-shot cake. Alternate firings of red, green and blue comet tails rise to white and green glitter bursts, followed by the finale of white glitter mines with titanium crackle. Like Bonfire Bash, X Factor lasts 25 seconds in duration, although this is now a fanned piece. It has a 20mm bore, an NEC count of 154 grams, and both straight and V-fires green stars to glittering palms. For its finale, it shoots 4 golden brocades simultaneously and would be a good piece to end a medium-sized selection box with. Burning Jewels is a 16-shot cake with a very distinctive fizzing golden comet tail which launches each burst upon a trail of crackling and glittering showers. Halfway through, its colourful and strobing bursts are replaced by swimming fish above red glitter mines, and it ends with a volley of 4 crackling breaks. Page 16 sees the last of the fountains, and both the emoji fountain and house party give novel strobing effects. The emoji fountain gives impressively bright yellow jelly bean effects amongst its silver sparks and spider crackling, and its strobing face would be a huge hit with younger guests. House Party has almost 3 times the powder of the emoji fountain with a composition weight of 137 grams, and its effects now reach very impressive heights. We now move on to the full range of remaining cakes, and this is where we see all of Standard's new items for 2020. Space Fight is a simple firework and gives 16 brigades with red, green and blue star tips, and for its finale it fires 4 shots simultaneously. It's a low cost piece, and for its price it puts on a great show. War on Mars is a larger 25 shot cake and begins with very vivid strobing bursts, which are then succeeded by a multitude of loud breaks of various colour and effects. Rogue Galaxy is another mixed effect cake and gives 5 red comets to strobing peonies, followed by 5 golden palms with blue tips, before crackling palms and crackling clusters dominate the sky. Deep Space is much larger in size and now gives 49 shots which it fires at a rate of 1 a second. It reads, "A series of crackle mines lead to red wave with white glitter, brilliant brocade with green glitter and yellow wave with white glitter. The finale features crackle mines leading to titanium chrysanthemum bursts." Arctic Fire is a 30-shot fan which fires 6 banks of 5, and as it said fires really creates a wide spread of light and colour. It gives bright rising comet tails to brocades and ends with a volley of crackling chrysanthemums 5 wide. Oriental Stars features a very intense blue colour and also has decent height and burst sizes. It lasts 34 seconds in duration and increases its pace as it nears its finale. Night Party now has a shot count of 40 and is a piece I particularly like. Straight out of the gate, this has a great rhythm, launching 4 bright strobing peonies in just a few seconds, and this is then followed by whistling snaking serpents which twist and turn their way to impressive heights. It's a nice varied barrage and is one of my favourites thus far. On page 20, both Blue Nebula and Magenta Sky are labelled as fountain multi-shots. These are fairly unique and begin with fountain effects before then erupting mine lifts and aerial bursts. These give visuals at 3 different heights, and as they have an emphasis on either blue or pink colours, would be ideal as gender reveal fireworks. Turning the page, we can see that the barrages are increasing in size, and these all look to be substantial pieces. Wizardry was new last year, and if you like mixed effect fireworks then you'll love this. As this gives mine lifts throughout whilst also Z-firing 6 wide, it creates a visual frenzy and its multitude of effects are beautiful. After firing 4 banks of palms left to right, it picks up the pace and fires both a bank of green and a second bank of red croissettes before ending with crackling dragon eggs. Witchcraft gives 100 shots via 20mm tubes and has a very respectable powder weight of 630 grams. It lasts 75 seconds in duration, reaches heights of 30 metres and gives thick golden comet tails to large palm bursts which glitter. All of the cakes on page 22 are found, and Andromeda gives 36 shots. I really like the look of this, and it begins by straight firing glittering bursts, but then wows crowds by W firing large bouquets which hang well whilst falling leaves descend either side of them. It has a nice range of colour and effects, and also gives crackling willows which look great. Vengeance packs 660 grams of explosive and is branded with a premium range label. It shoots 5 wide and begins with 2 volleys of quiet flying fish before loud golden palms then shatter the silence and really dominate the night. At this point the effects vary to give glittering peonies, brocades and crackling pistols, and therefore it's a constantly engaging and very exciting firework. Poseidon is the first brand new firework for 2020 and gives 90 shots. It reads, red and green wave bursts with crackles start the show, followed by a rapid firing of multicoloured comets with crackling tail. Red starbursts with white shimmering glitter is followed by blue starbursts with gold glitter. Multicoloured starbursts with delayed crackle sets up the fantastic finale, featuring brocade bursts with red glitter to silver saffron crackle. When watching online footage, its fanned comet sequence really had my pulse racing, and it frantically Z-fires 35 very bright fizzing comets in just 4 seconds, which for me stands out as a highlight. We have another new firework on page 23, and Fallen Angel has the highest shot count yet with an impressive 120. Lasting 1 minute in duration, it fires 2 shots a second, and it reads, a spectacular and fast-paced single ignition firework that features an array of amazing effects and colours. Red, green, silver and blue comet tails lead to bursts of multicoloured stars with glitter and crackle. The finale features blue stars with gold glitter and then beautiful brocade comet tail up to silver bursts with red glitter. Celebrate is a 68 shot straight firing barrage, and it's interesting in the fact that it hints at a finale sequence numerous times but only forces you into thinking that it's ending. After straight firing large bursts, it pulse fires 8 overlapping strobing peonies not once but twice, and then continues before pulse firing yet another 3 rapid sequences. All of these sequences are worthy as a finale, and therefore it constantly keeps you guessing. Crescendo has a 25mm tube size, fires 7 wide, and has nice 3-stage whistling serpents amongst other effects. Finally, at the bottom of the page is another new piece for this year, and like the new items before it, this is a very substantial firework, which this time gives 125 shots. Immortal has too many effects to list, so instead I'll read the performance description, and that states, purple starbursts with white glitter are followed by sky blue starbursts with red flashing stars. Gold palms with green glitter lead to a fanned firing of multicoloured comets, and then a fanned salvo of red and green starbursts with crackle. Whistling tadpoles start the finale of crackle tail comets, leading to crackle bursts and then silver spinners to brocade. The comet sequences and whistling tadpoles are really refreshing, and the silver spirals are aesthetically pleasing, making this a great new addition to Standard's existing range. The single ignitions continue here, and Hysteria is a piece I would love to try at some point. Spinning silver comets fire 5 wide and wriggle to good heights before giving a really unique red waterfall effect, which then magically transforms into intense crackling clusters. I have not seen this effect anywhere else, and therefore this would add superb variation to any display. Euphoria is another fanned cake, this time giving 50 shots, and it starts off fairly reserved before opening up to fan sequences 6 wide. Quantum is a loud 80 shot cake lasting 1 minute in duration and gives lots of fizzing, crackling clusters. The opposite page has 2 more brand new releases, and again both have impressive shot counts, ranking them as Standard's very largest single cakes. Both pieces are fanned, and as they are so fresh to the market, firing videos have yet to surface. Gladiator gives 146 shots, lasts 1.5 minutes in duration, and reads, "Red and green wave bursts with crackle starts to show, followed by a rapid fan firing of multicoloured stars with crackle tails. Multicoloured starbursts with glitter and crackle follow, and then brocade bursts with gold glitter and silver whistles. The lively finale features fanned volleys of multicoloured starbursts and crackle mine that lead to red and green wave bursts with a sky full of crackle." Apocalypse now has an incredible 170 shots which it erupts in just 75 seconds, and the write-up reads, "An impressive 170 shot single ignition that begins with multicoloured starbursts with crackle and glitter effects. V-shaped firings of crackling comets lead to red, white and green bursts with glitter. Beautiful brocade bursts with white glitter fire amongst the finale of colourful starbursts, fading to flashing red stars and silver spinners to silver chrysanthemum." So as we near the end of this catalogue, we now move on to Standard's Barrage packs and one single compound cake. The Lockdown pack gives excellent variety via 3 barrages, and the smaller 40 shot strike cake is Standard's fantastic Night Party Barrage, only relabelled. I personally feel that this is one of Standard's best smaller multi-shots, and therefore it was a superb choice to include. From what I can tell, the 51 shot impact and 59 shot target pieces are exclusive to this set. Impact is another stunning piece which begins by firing luscious, thick golden glitter comet tails, and these have fantastic hang time as they slowly arc and descend back down to earth. Huge dragon egg chrysanthemums then roar upwards in a column of light and will really keep viewers on their toes. Whoever pieced this barrage pack together did an outstanding job, because Target is another awesome cake and it's again unusual and varied. Target fan fires lime green and rarer pink coloured comets 9 wide and upon crackling tails, before larger bursts then fire to overwhelm your senses. Barrage packs can sometimes lack variety with nothing but straight firing spherical bursts, but the same certainly can't be said for this assortment. At the bottom of the page is Standard's only compound cake, and Royal Party consists of 2 pre-fused barrages which in turn provide 180 shots. Combined, this has a net explosive content of 1,480 grams and it lasts 1.5 minutes in duration. Lighting just one single fuse will provide a superb display, and its staggering array of effects include fizzing comets, whistling serpents, glittering peonies, strobing, V-firing crusettes, palms, brocade mine lifts, and crackling chrysanthemums. On the opposite page is the Battlestar Barrage pack, and this consists of 4 extra large fireworks which combined offer a mammoth 2,980 grams of explosive content. We can see here that the set will last 195 seconds in duration, gives 286 shots, and it reads, "A superb collection of single ignition fireworks that will create a near professional firework display." Shuttle looks to be exclusive to this pack and once again has incredible variety with mixed effects, various firing patterns and lots of comet sequences. Orbit is Standard's brilliant Hysteria Barrage, only with a different label to stay in keeping with the other contents. Launch is also a familiar firework and it is in fact Euphoria in disguise. Finally, Gravity is crammed full of various effects and colour and really must be seen to be fully appreciated. So as we turn the last page, we see Standard sparklers, and I have heard people refer to these as the best on the market. So that's everything covered. The new Standard items look like well thought out pieces which not only complement the existing range well, but also offer something different thanks to their varied and lesser seen effect types. The fact that all of the new products are larger cakes suggests that Standard are striving to provide even more spectacular fireworks, and there's certainly a few I would like to try. The Lockdown Barrage pack really grabbed my attention, and other highlights include Hysteria, Immortal, Poseidon, Andromeda, Wizardry and Night Party. Barrages aside, the Spectrum Jellybean Fountain and Glittering Fire 3-minute Fountain are also top draw pieces and would appeal to those of all ages. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll post up another video soon.